in this quick video I'm going to share with you how to make this easy, simple, less messy baby's first birthday cake recipe, much healthier than your huge cake with a lot of frosting. So let's get right into it. So now we are in the kitchen and I'm going to start off by mashing my banana. I have washed and peeled and I'm just going to use a fork to mash it up until it is kind of runny. We will be adding some chopped dates to this cake. So at this point you can add your chopped dates to the banana and mash it all together, or you wait and put it in towards the end like I will do. Well, when it comes to your baby's first birthday cake, although it is up to you as a mom or as parents to decide the kind of cake you want to make or buy, there are a few things you must keep in mind. In 2020, it was said that dietary guidelines in the USA recommend children under 2 years old to no longer be given foods with added sugar, including cakes. Here in Europe where I live, it is pretty much the same. The EU Science Hub has an article about feeding infants and young children, and in there it said the dietary guidelines recommend infants and young children to eat a balanced diet that includes a variety of foods with limited amount of sugar, fat and salt. So you can see it's pretty much the same. Okay, so now I have my banana mashed up here and it's kind of like in a puree texture, and we will put that aside. And in this bowl I have a mixture of almond flour and whole wheat flour with a pinch of salt. I am combining these two because it gives the cake a nice soft texture, plus I like the flavor of it. Okay, so using a wire whisk, we are going to just whisk this to stir it all in, and we will add a little bit of baking powder to give the cake a little bit of a rise. Using the whisk, once again stir it in to combine everything. And I am using buttermilk here, which is at room temperature, but if you do not have buttermilk you can just use normal milk. I'm using buttermilk because I have found over the years that when you use buttermilk to bake, the cake is moist and it has soft texture, so that is why I prefer buttermilk. I'm using a little bit of melted butter to it, and we will need a bit of vanilla extract. I'm using organic vanilla extract here. If you can get your hands on organic vanilla extract, just spend the money and buy it, because it gives your cakes a much nicer vanilla taste. Okay, so just a bit of that, and we will also add the banana that we have mashed up. And I think I said before, it is better to add the dates to the banana when you are mashing it up, because the dates is very sticky and it takes you a bit longer when you are incorporating it into the butter. But it's not a big deal if you do put it in towards the end like I did. I realized it towards the end when I put it in that I needed to work it in a little longer. Okay, so in the Western world, a child's first birthday is remembered with the picture of the little one sitting in front of a cake covered in icing, as well as himself or herself. Whereas in Africa, where I grew up, on a child's first birthday, an egg is boiled and is given to the child, and whilst being watched, he or she plays with this egg until it turns to mush and the child eats pieces of it. Now we are mixing all this to incorporate the mix and the dry ingredients. You can see me doing that. But again, let me continue from that story about in Africa. But nowadays, because of social media, the young generation are doing the same. They spend so much money buying expensive cakes and throwing huge parties for a child that is only turning 1, which it is your business. But okay, let me continue in a few bit. This is my baking pan. I have it lined with a parchment paper and some butter, and I'm going to put my cake butter in, and this will bake for between 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean. I'm going to just distribute it in my pan so it bakes evenly and I don't have some side being thicker than others. So like I was saying, the young generation now, they throw huge parties, buy expensive cakes for their babies, which is your baby and you can do whatever you like or you want, but I find it so wasteful and so unnecessary. The child is only one. So I am more about the simple things in life, so that is why I'm sharing this simple cake. I know there will be someone out there that also likes simplicity like I do. So if you do, just try this cake and let me know in the comment section how it turns out for you. So now we have a wire rack sitting here because our cake is done and we have been cooling it for about 10 minutes. And so do the same, cool it on a wire rack, and then after that take it out of the baking pan, and your baby's first birthday cake, which is naturally sweet, less messy and healthy, very simple because I'm all for the simple things in life, is ready. You can just sprinkle some chocolate flakes on top of this like I did, keep it really simple, or you can just whisk some heavy whipping cream and with no sugar and then cover the cake in that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find it helpful and you will be more mindful and less wasteful. And I will see you in my next video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and bye.